Finally, at this hour, the Malaysian government has declared a state of emergency to halt 2 upcoming by-elections as coronavirus cases continue to wreak havoc across the South Asian nation. On Wednesday, Malaysia reported nearly 1,300 fresh COVID-19 cases, taking the overall tally closer to 90,000 cases, while 429 people in Malaysia have lost their lives due to coronavirus. To halt the spike in infections, the Malaysian government has now imposed localised emergencies in 2 constituencies, that is the ones that were supposed to go to the polls next month. Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin said that the King Sultan Abdullah Sultan Ahmad Shah has given a green signal to imposing emergency in Bugaya and Gerek constituencies. State health officials also say that Bugaya was the epicenter of the 3rd wave of infections, and in October the King had earlier rejected a similar attempt to impose an emergency in the wake of spiking COVID-19 cases. Prime Minister Yassin proposed invoking a nationwide state of emergency, but it was rejected by the King. By approving the proposal now, critics have accused King Abdullah of attempting to block a potential showdown in Parliament. For more on this, we are now being joined live by Azmi Hassan, a political analyst from Kuala Lumpur. Thanks for joining us. My first question, why has the Malaysian government decided to impose a state of emergency now, as opposed to earlier, especially with the King's approval? And what does this state of emergency entail? And can this be viewed as a way to impede political process?
No, I don't think so, because as you said just now, the emergency declaration is only localized on that particular area only. So the social life, the economic life will be going on the same. The main reason is that because the pandemic infections in Malaysia currently has been blown out with 1,000 plus infection every day. So in order to reduce it, in order to curtail it, so we cannot hold the election at that particular time or next month. So that's the main reason why the declaration of emergency is being proclaimed by the King.
Right, but the critics are questioning the timing of the state of emergency. For instance, in October, the King had earlier rejected an attempt by Muhyiddin to impose a nationwide state of emergency in response to rising coronavirus cases. And critics are now accusing the Premier of attempting to block a potential showdown in Parliament ahead of a crucial budget vote. So what does the King's approval of this state of emergency as of now imply for the Malaysian political landscape?
No, I don't think so, because these are, as I said before, localized emergency. Parliament session will be going on as usual. And yesterday, the budget was passed. Tan Sri Muhyiddin, as the Prime Minister, got the budget. So I don't think so there is any particular reason or any reason that Tan Sri Muhyiddin want emergency to curtail the Parliament. The Parliament, as usual, will be going on until tomorrow. So there's no reason other politician to be suspect of this particular emergency.
Right, Azmi, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast and for all your insights.